Hey guys, good morning. So welcome to the SQL interview preparation, a complete guide for freshers. Okay. This is part two, moderate level, okay, of this series. So these are the topics slash questions you can say. These are the top 10, okay, frequently asked or moderate level questions which are asked by interviewer uh, for SQL developer position, or you may say any data related where SQL is used, okay, or for software development profile. Either you are applying for a backend developer also, again, SQL is needed, much needed. So for freshers, okay. So these are the topics, okay. So we'll see each topic in detail, okay. So first one is difference between inner join, left join, then subquery. So these are the list of topics, okay. So let's discuss. Please note that 85% of chance is there out of these given topics, the interviewer may ask you the question on SQL, but 15% will depend on your resume. I mean, apart from out of 100%, 15% may vary. Okay. The reason is that depends on your resume because, of course, you have mentioned projects, right? In that project also, there might be you have used, no doubt, you have used database. So, related to project also, the interviewer may ask. So that's the reason. Okay. So please note that. So now let's start. So first one was which is very important one, difference between inner join and left join. So you can take this as a key points. Okay. Form the sentence as per your convenience. You can elaborate. Okay. And you can prepare the answer if the interviewer have asked these questions, right? So inner join returns only matching rows from both the tables. Left join returns all the rows from the left table and matching rows from the right table. Now, if you want, you can explain a bit detail. Okay. See, I have here student table. Okay. Consist of these columns and records. Okay. So again, this is a course table, contains code name and duration. Okay. So on analysis, I found that John, Emily, Sarah, these three students have yet to assign the course code, have null course codes, right? And Jane and Mike has the course code. Now, so this is, I have already prepared the query. So now let's execute. Okay. So I'm doing the left join. So as you can see here, our left table is student. Okay. Right table is course. And as mentioned here, left join return all rows from the left table and matching rows from the right table. That means all rows from the left table means student table. We got in student table, there are only 5 records. And here also we got the 5 records. And wherever the record not found, simply null. Wherever found, we got the course code with name, right? So this is the use of left join. This way the left join works. And now inner join. Okay. So inner join only, it returns the matching records. Okay. So based on this condition, okay. So ultimately in result set, we will get Jane and Mike. So let's execute. Done. So in this way, you can explain to the interviewer. Moving on to the next question, what is subquery? A query written inside another query to fetch data based on the result of the inner query. So this is the theoretical answer. Very short and precise you can give. With an example also, see here I have employee table. Okay. So now what I am doing is I need the list of employees who have above average salary. So simply because the average of salary, it can't be static, right? So of course, because the day by day the average of employees salary will get increase or decrease, that's depend upon the situation, right? So simply inside this is my subquery, and so for this type of scenarios also the subquery is used. Okay, so in the by giving some example also, uh, you can explain to the interviewer. So just for making you guys understand, the data might be incorrect because I have dummy data. These are not real data, real time data, right? So of course these are dummy data. So, but just focus on the working principle, which I'm trying to make you guys understand, right? Next one is again important difference between where and having clause. Generally, having clause we used for grouping. If you are doing some grouping, okay. Now let's say you need to group by salary, or if you need to group by city, okay. So then you need to filter out the grouping records. For that we use the having keyword, right? Okay, else if there is in your query there is no group by, then simply where condition you can use. Again that also if needed. So in short, where condition filters row before grouping, having filters groups after grouping. Okay, simple. Then as per your convenience, you can explain to the uh, interviewer, right? And then of course, what is CTE? Common table expression, a temporary result set defined using with keyword used to simplify complex queries. Okay. If you want to use the same query again and again in your code, then you can simply put that into a CTE. Okay. As a temporary result set, you can store it, and you can, instead of writing the code again and again, you can use that CTE. I mean, it's a temporary result set, we can say, kind of that. How can you find duplicate records in a table? By grouping columns and using having count star of greater than one to identify repeated values. Now, let's say to understand this, let's say I have okay, duplicate records, right? Simply, you need to use the grouping and count greater than one. This is the common logic. Everywhere this is only used. Now I have here, let's say, this is student data, I guess, right? No, college. This is, oh, okay. Yeah. Now, again, the data is incorrect here, but let's consider this. So I'm writing one query here. Select start from this, okay, and then group by college name, having count of star greater than one. Just okay, as you can see now. So a college name repeated more than once, that all will appear here. Okay. No, yeah. Sorry, I need to mention here college name. Okay. Simple ABC Engineering College, XYZ Science College. Okay. So these were the two colleges repeated more than once. So simple. You got the answer. In this way, you can explain. Now, next one, very important, how to fetch second highest salary. Basically, second highest or nth highest. Okay. So again, this is again, as you can see here also subquery is used. This is one of the optimized query. Else you can use the window function, that is rank, row number, or dense rank based on the scenario, and you can find the nth or second highest in that way also. So this is the query. But again, it is very commonly asked question. And then use of group by and order by together. So group by, in short, what is the use of group by or order by? Order by to sort the order grouped result, right, in ascending or descending order. you need to show the result either in ascending or descending, right? At the same time, group by group, similar data. Simple. As I explained you about the employee data, right? So simple. Difference between union and union. Union remove duplicate values. If in a particular table, if you have duplicate records, so that will get removed in using union keyword. I mean, that record will get eliminated. Okay. Union all, what it does, it will keep the duplicates as well. So unnecessary data. So this is this short and precise direct answer you can say for the question if interviewer has asked you. And then temp tables. It's again to store the data. Okay. But with respect to that session only. That's very important. And then stored procedures, a pre-compiled SQL program stored in a database for code reusability for performance. So in most of the companies, or you may say for the software development, generally stored procedures are used because faster retrieval of data, and of course, as mentioned here, code reusability. And temp tables, as I discussed you, like let's say select start into hash temp1 from employees, right? So as you can see, now let's execute 30 rows affected, right? But now, as you can see, I got the records. But now this temp table is valid for this session only, session 80, as you can see here, my cursor. Now I am just copying this code, Control N, another window. Now let's execute this. As you can see, the temp table is not accessible. So this is the meaning used to store temporary or intermediate data for processing within a session. This temp table is accessible or valid for this session only, 89. That's it. Okay. So I hope you guys are getting. Let me know in the comment section. And if you guys, you can mention in the comment section if I have missed any of the main topics, as these are moderate level. Okay. So in the next video, in the next part, advanced SQL questions. Okay. Advanced level questions asked to freshers as per the scenario or experience. We'll discuss that. So see you guys in the next part of this video. Till then, thanks for watching.